What if you were lost in the Bermuda Triangle? You're standing on the deck of your boat. The sun was shining an hour ago. Now, dark clouds swirl overhead. Your compass needle spins wildly, pointing nowhere and everywhere at once. You reach for your radio. Static. You check your GPS. The screen flickers and goes dark. You look around, trying to orient yourself by the stars, the sun, any landmark, but there's nothing. Just endless water in every direction. Welcome to the Bermuda Triangle. You are now one of thousands who have entered this stretch of ocean. But will you be one of the ones who makes it out? This is what happens when you're lost in the world's most mysterious waters. This is your fight for survival in the Devil's Triangle. Disorientation. You're on a small yacht, sailing from Miami toward Bermuda. Everything was perfect this morning. Clear skies, calm seas, navigation equipment working flawlessly. Then everything starts going wrong. First, your compass. The needle rotates wildly. This is the magnetic anomaly, one of the few places where magnetic north and true north align, creating false readings. Then your GPS freezes. When you reboot it, the screen places you 50 miles from where you were seconds ago. Satellite signals are being disrupted. You grab the radio to call the Coast Guard. Only static and garbled voices. You're alone, disoriented. No idea which direction leads to land. The water around you has changed. What was calm and blue is now dark and choppy. The sky is a wall of black clouds racing toward you. You're about to face what kills most people here. A sudden, violent storm. The storm hits like a hammer. Waves crash over your bow, 15 feet tall and growing. This is typical for the Bermuda Triangle. The Gulf Stream meets cold northern waters here, creating a volatile mixing zone. Storms develop in minutes. You're holding the wheel with both hands, fighting to keep pointed into the waves. If a wave hits you broadside, you'll capsize. Rain so heavy you can't see 20 feet. Lightning strikes nearby. You try to start your engine, but water has gotten into the fuel system. It dies. Now you're at the mercy of the waves and current. The Gulf Stream flows at up to 4 miles per hour, fast enough to push you 100 miles off course in a day. With no engine and no navigation, you can't fight it. The current pulls you away from shipping lanes, away from search zones, away from rescue. Below deck, water seeps in. Not enough to sink you immediately, but you'll need to bail constantly. Your emergency beacon is in a waterproof case, but you're saving it. You still think you can handle this. That's your first mistake. Hours pass. The storm doesn't let up. You're exhausted, soaked, losing hope. Then, as suddenly as it began, the storm stops. Lost at sea. The sun breaks through the clouds. The ocean is calm again, almost glass-like, but you have no idea where you are. You check your boat. The mast is damaged. Your sails are torn. Water is still pooling in the cabin. Your phone, even if it had signal out here, is dead from water damage. You look around at the horizon, 360 degrees of empty ocean. No land, no ships, no planes overhead. Just you, your damaged boat, and thousands of square miles of water. This is when the psychological toll begins. Studies of survival at sea show that mental state is often more critical than physical condition. Panic kills, despair kills, making rash decisions kills. You need to think clearly, conserve water, ration food. Use your emergency beacon now before conditions worsen again. You activate your EPIRB. The device sends a distress signal to satellites, giving rescuers your location. In theory, help should arrive within hours. But there's a problem. You're in the Bermuda Triangle. The weather is changing again. The current has pushed you into deeper water. The Puerto Rico Trench is nearby, where the ocean floor drops to over 27,000 feet. If your boat goes down here, it will sink to a depth where recovery is impossible. You see something in the distance. A ship? You grab your flare gun and fire. The bright red flare arcs into the sky, but the shape disappears. It was just a wave, or your mind playing tricks. Isolation does that. After hours alone on the ocean, your brain starts creating things that aren't there. The search. Help is coming. A Coast Guard team has received your EPIRB signal. They've launched helicopters and vessels, but finding you is harder than you think. The Gulf Stream has pushed you 40 to 50 miles from where your beacon first activated. The search team is looking where you were, but you're no longer there. The searchers face their own challenges. Atmospheric interference disrupts their equipment. Radar is unreliable. Radio communication sketchy. If another storm moves in, they'll suspend the search. You might be miles from rescue and never know it. Night falls. You're into your second day lost. Dehydration is setting in. You've been rationing water, but your body needs more. You face critical decisions. Stay with the boat or abandon it. Your boat is taking on water. If it sinks, you go down with it. Do you drink seawater? Your throat is parched, but salt water will accelerate dehydration and organ failure. These are the choices people lost in the Bermuda Triangle have faced. Some made the right decisions and survived. Others didn't. Survival or tragedy. By day 3, your situation is critical. Without adequate fresh water, your body is shutting down. Confusion sets in. Hallucinations. Your judgment is impaired. This is when many people make fatal mistakes. But then, a sound. Rotors. A helicopter appears on the horizon, flying a search pattern. You wave frantically. Fire your last flare. They see you. The Coast Guard helicopter hovers overhead. A rescue swimmer drops into the water. Within minutes, you're in a rescue basket being lifted to safety. You're one of the lucky ones. But imagine if that helicopter never came. Imagine if the weather turned worse before they found you. Imagine if your boat sank in the deep trench and your pier went down with it. You would join the list of people who entered the Bermuda Triangle and simply vanished. The reality. Here's the truth about being lost in the Bermuda Triangle. The dangers are real, but they're not supernatural. You'd face powerful ocean currents that can push you hundreds of miles off course. Sudden, violent storms that develop with little warning. Magnetic anomalies that render compasses useless. Atmospheric interference that disrupts radio and GPS. If your vessel sinks, the ocean here is exceptionally deep in places. The Puerto Rico Trench could swallow your boat whole, making recovery impossible. The Gulf Stream would scatter any debris across vast distances. Search and rescue teams would do everything possible to find you. But the ocean is enormous, and conditions here work against them. You wouldn't need supernatural explanations for why you disappeared. Nature provides more than enough dangers. The combination of treacherous weather, powerful currents, navigational difficulties, and the sheer vastness of the ocean is deadly enough. Most people who go missing in the Bermuda Triangle aren't victims of aliens or portals to other dimensions. They're victims of the ocean doing what the ocean does, being powerful, unpredictable, and utterly indifferent to human life. So what if you were lost in the Bermuda Triangle? Your survival would depend on preparation, proper safety equipment, emergency beacons that work, life rafts, flares, satellite communication devices. Most importantly, the knowledge of what to do when everything goes wrong. Thousands of ships and aircraft pass through the Bermuda Triangle every day without incident. Modern technology has made the journey safer. GPS, weather satellites, advanced communications, these tools save lives. But technology can fail, and when it does, you're alone with the ocean. The Bermuda Triangle isn't cursed. It's just an unforgiving stretch of ocean where nature's forces combine in particularly dangerous ways. And if you're not prepared, if you're not careful, if luck isn't on your side, you could become another unsolved mystery, another name on the list of the lost. The ocean doesn't care about legends. It doesn't care about your story or your survival. It's just the ocean, and that's terrifying enough. If this scenario chilled you, share your thoughts in the comments. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Because here, every story begins with the same two words: Untold, what if?